Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with this lesson, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Recha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say shalom. This is your brother Yeshaya coming at you again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And not sure what I'm gonna title this. Um, I'll figure it out after I do this lesson. But I got this article from econlib.org, and just kind of caught my attention. Just reading the title, it says, "The American Dream isn't dead, but its pulse is weak." All right, and we already know, the American dream is dead. It's long gone. Everybody that's still in this living it up, so called, trying to get that resemblance of the American dream, they're really doing it on a very, very, very thin rope. Like, this shit is about to snap at any minute. We understand that the economy is in the tank. The infrastructure is horrible, horrific. You have airplanes falling down the skies. You name it, man. Everything is just falling. You got wars going on, proxy wars. You got the love of many waxing cold. Everybody's out for each other. Everything is just in the shitter. Ain't nothing gonna go back to that resemblance of the American dream that Esau used to push back in the 50s or 60s. Right? Everything is done. Everything is finished. American dream is no more. Right? So this whole thing where it says the American dream isn't dead, but its pulse is weak. You know, these are just these Americans trying to be optimistic of their future, right? But we understand, according to the scriptures, this bitch is done. America's finished. It's over. These plagues are hitting America hard, left and right. Them spiritual uppercuts, spiritual left right hooks. Them jabs, man. Hey, America's getting his ass whooped, and there ain't no coming back for it, right? So I'm just gonna read a little bit into this article, and then we'll get some precepts. I'm gonna make this lesson kind of quick. This is it says a recent ABC News IPSOS poll reveals 69% of Americans believe the American dream, once a beacon of hope and aspiration, no longer holds true. Right, so you have about 70% of the American population who thinks the American dream is dead. Right, that it's no more. It's no longer attainable. Right, the house, the picket fence, the children, the wife, the dog, the land, all these things. It ain't no more. Uh, it ain't something that people are really striving for no more, because it's people are starting to realize that's unattainable. It's just a rat race, right? People are barely trying to make ends meet. People be happy just to be able to pay their bills. That's how far low America has gotten, you know. But it says the cornerstones of this dream characterized by the opportunity for home ownership, family life, financial security, right? Having your job, right? Your 9 to 5, and being able to have opportunities to, I guess you could say, grow, in within that job, right? That's hard to do so nowadays, right? Especially with jobs closing down. You have, a lot of these stores closing up, you know. Hey, and even people ain't consuming like they used to. People don't got the money to buy these things, right? But it says an upward mobility seem elusive to many. Exactly. And it is. You know, you have what they call a what's it called? Uh, pretty much a crisis in home ownership or in housing, the housing crisis. That's what it is, right? You know, prices is just skyrocketing. You know, you have these companies that's buying out these smaller companies. You have companies buying out all this land, all these houses, and pretty much setting the price super high to where people can't even afford it. That's why you have such things as tent cities, and which is crazy. You know, people that used to have own homes and own, you know, whatever, right? Used to actually live inside of a building or a house. Now they're outside in the street living in tents, right? But this just goes to show you that the American dream is dead. You know, this um, illusion that America is a first world country, it's over. You know, America is just a third world country with a Gucci belt. You know, as brothers like to say, right? Which is exactly, you know, what it is. You know, it's true. You know, America puts on this face, this illusion, like uh, this this illusion of grandiose, but really, you know, it's on a downward spiral, man. It's on its way out, right? You know, you see other countries like over there in Qatar, the Saudi Arabian countries, right? You know, they don't tax their people. You know, they're pretty much living good. You know, all their people living good, all the way to the poorest person. You know, they're not taxed. You know, you can look this up on, you know, online. You know, I saw a video on that. It was just kind of crazy how people back in or in these so-called third world countries are living a whole lot better than people here in these so-called first world countries, right? But let's continue on. Let's read a little bit more. It says it's often too overshadowed. Salaki, it says it's too often overshadowed by economic uncertainties, right? Because we're seeing the dollar try to start to collapse. You know, we're starting to see a lot of these other countries pretty much ditching the dollar as its as the Federal Reserve. Um, so many things, man. Right? So many things is happening to where America is pretty much stretching itself thin, right? Even the money, people, you know, are starting to invest in uh things that are tangible, right? Like gold and silver, because hey, who knows if a couple months from now, a couple weeks from now, a couple days from now, right? The economy can just tank, and that's it. You lose your job, you're out in the street, you never know, right? But it says in social stratification, particularly for millennials, right? Everybody trying to be a social media star, right? Everybody all about the status. That's what it's come to now. Like the scriptures talk about, men shall be lovers of their own selves. You know, and we see that, especially since social media popped up. Hey, not everybody's a celebrity. Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to be worshipped, right? Uh, it says voices from across the political spectrum lament the erosion of upward mobility. Right? America is not in an upward motion. America is in a downward motion. Right? That's why you're seeing a lot of people in this mournful state, lamenting. Right? Nobody's in a joyful type of spirit. The scriptures talk about when the wicked are in authority. I mean, it's like when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. It just goes to show you who's in rulership right now, the wicked. All right. But it says, uh, voices from across the political spectrum lament the erosion of upward mobility, decry the injustices of capitalism, and mourn the emergence of what some are likening to a modern caste system. Right. Pretty much a change, pretty much a new change of the system. Right. Which we're going to see, you know, a whole new system be implemented to where, you know, this whole thing of capitalism, right? Uh, we see that it's just been a detriment to America. You know, everybody's out for themselves. Everybody's just out chasing the bag. You know, that mindset of selfishness really is ultimately what it is. You know, trying to take advantage of the little man, right? And all this is justified. You know, here in America. You know, all this is applauded. All this is you pretty much receive accolades from doing this thing, right? That's why you have YouTube channels, you know, that talk about, you know, get the bag, get the money, start your own businesses. And ain't nothing wrong with getting your own businesses and all this and that. But a lot of these things are based on, we see a lot of this, people scamming other people out for money. Uh, we start seeing a lot of, just trends like this, just everybody just focused on themselves. Everybody just focused on the money, chasing the bag, not worried about the consequences that come behind quick money, these get rich quick schemes, right? And, we see a lot of people get fucked up over them. But, this all comes with this whole capitalism mindset from America, right? What was it say? What's that thing? Uh, Salakia. I had it on tip of my tongue and I lost it. Um, Pretty much people ain't patient. People are want things now, immediately, instant gratification. That's the word that's the term I was wanting I was thinking about. Everybody's all about instant gratification. People don't want to work for the money no more. People want it now, so they resort to scamming. You know, and we see that a lot. Especially now. Everything's getting worse and worse, building up to this point. People over here rushing these stores, robbing them, taking all the things. That's why you have a lot of these laws over there in like California or these major cities to where they allow these people to just break in and steal shit and then run out, right? But we understand this is all done by design, right? To what's it called? Problem reaction solution, right? Pretty much they create the problem, right? Then it causes this type of reaction amongst the public, and then here Esau comes with the solution, right? Which we understand that they're going to start rolling out the MOTB, right? This B system, right? Which is gonna, you know, according to them, solve a lot of the problems that we see in modern day, in modern times, right? But it says, uh, continuing on, it says, for this generation witnessing the fallout of the 2008 Great Recession, the burden of mounting student debt, and the specter of unattainable home ownership has cast a pall over their prospects. It's a grimy reality. It's a grim reality, compounded by a sluggish wage recovery in the decade following the 2008 crash, further perpetuating the narrative of a dream deferred. And that 2008 crash, it was, of course, it affected a lot of people, and we see what happened in that time. A lot of people committed suicide. They're off their families, off their children, right, off their pets, off themselves. Hey, we're gonna start seeing that, come back. A lot of these people that were multimillionaires, that invested all their money into these stocks, into this Bitcoin, into whatever, right? We're gonna start seeing a lot of these guys, you know, uh, off themselves when this economy crashes. This is all just gonna come full cycle again. Like the scripture says, ain't nothing new under the sun. And the scriptures talk about, the economy crashing, right? A crashing in the hills. All that is coming. All that is coming. So America is the American dream in America is done. It's over, man. That's why we implore our people to turn back to the Lord, because money is not going to protect you. Your goods is not going to protect you. In the time that we're coming into, nothing is going to protect you besides uh uh the will, power, and mercy of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, right? And those that have uh the grace of the Lord, hey, they're gonna be taken care of. But those who abuse that time, as the scriptures say, those who, abuse his ways, hey, y'all gonna be left without protection. Because that money is gonna be worth zero. And when Esau rolls out that MOTB, a lot of y'all are gonna take it. Because y'all ain't gonna have no stability. The scriptures talk about how wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that times, right? So the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these precepts is what's gonna keep us stable, right? Not bug out, not start tripping, not start uh, 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 just acting crazy, right? Acting in haste, going out here robbing and stealing like all these other people are going to be doing. The Most High is going to be taking care of us. Lord willing, we be part of the elect. Those of us that believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? And stick to his word, stick to the script, right? But it says, let me see. It says, yet amidst the prevailing gloom, glimmers of hope emerge from the annals of economic data, painting a more, I can't even pronounce that word, nuanced picture of the American dream's resilience, which, you got a lot of these economists, talking about how America's going to crash. These top economists are telling you that a crash is coming. So, I mean, you also have some other people talking about how they're going to try to do what they call quantitative easing, right? Trying to create a soft landing for America. But nah, man, this America's going down too fast, too hard. You have $34 trillion in debt, and we know that is more than that. We know it's more than that. So, uh, of course, we're gonna start seeing a lot more. Salaki, I lost my train of thought. Uh, but what I was saying was, they're doing this thing called quantitative easing, right, to create a soft landing. But we understand America's going is crashing. It's going to come crashing too damn hard, right? Especially with everything that's going on besides, the economic collapse, right? You have what Klaus Schwab calls a polycrisis, right? So amongst an economic collapse, you're going to also have many other factors happening. You're going to have these foreign troops here on the land causing all kinds of ruckus, domestic terrorism, right? You're going to have people not being able to pay the bills, so they're going to start to resort to violence, resort to kicking down people's doors, stealing their, or breaking and entering into their houses for goods. These are things we're going to start seeing, man, right? So, this is going to be it's going to be what they call the perfect storm, right? But this is all what's coming, man. So anybody who's still cleaving onto the American dream, y'all really just done. I mean, there ain't really much to say. Y'all are cleaving onto something that ultimately is not going to benefit you and is going to leave y'all hanging at the end of the day, right? But let's get some precepts. Let's get this first. Second Ezra 11. I mean, it's like Second Ezra 15 and verse 11. It reads, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before." As we understand, pursuant to Revelation, that America is spiritually called Egypt, spiritually called Sodom, right? This is Rome 2.0, right? Spiritually called Nineveh, right? Because a lot of the things that happen in these places is happening here, right? And those plagues that Egypt got hit with, that took Egypt down, America's gonna get hit with those same plagues and more. So in the same fashion Egypt went out, the same fashion America's gonna go out. The same fashion Sodom and Gomorrah went out with by them by the brimstone, right? That fell from the sky, the fire. Hey, America's gonna go out in a similar fashion, but this time it's gonna be with nuclear missiles. So that fire is gonna be there. America's gonna be a big ass lake of fire. That's why this is resemblance to spiritually Egypt and spiritually. That's why this place is spiritually called Egypt and spiritually called Sodom. Also by the things that's happening here, right? A lot of sodomy, right? This Moism shit. Egypt, the idols that's worshipped here. This all a lot of the idols go back to Egypt, right? But it says verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment, and that the Most High shall bring upon it. So, hey, man, this place is gonna be smitten, and we see how the Most High is getting down. We seeing the devastation that the Most High is causing to America, to the point where people are just at a loss for words, man. People don't know what to do now. A lot of people are giving up, on the American dream, on America itself. They're, speaking out against the hypocrisy of America, speaking out against the bullshit that goes on here, speaking out against the leaders, you know. And these are similar traits that happen in Rome, similar things that happen in Egypt. This was, and we can go on and on within the similarities of all these past kingdoms to America. But America is going to be that great kingdom to pretty much inevitably be destroyed by Yahushua. And it's going to be the last kingdom to stand here on earth, right? Well, at least the kingdom of the heathens, right? These other nations, right? Because after America goes down, it's going to be the kingdom of heaven. Where Israel is going to be in power, right? Let's get another one. Let's get Sirach. Let's get Sirach 34. We're going to start at verse 2. It says, Whoso regardeth, so like it says, Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind. And that's exactly what the American dream is. That's all it is. It's just a dream, a fantasy, right? An illusion. It was just something to keep the people spinning them wheels, man, spinning them cogs, to keep America running, keep everybody, keep moving those gears to keep up with that illusion, to put America as if it's this great place. That's all it was, man. It was just a dream. It was just a lie. It was an illusion, man. It was never real. Those who did have that resemblance of attaining the American dream, we understand that a lot of them, they all sold out. They were paid by Esau Edom to continue to trick the masses and to continue to keep, running in that mill, in that treadmill. Keep on with that rat race. That's all it was for. It was all a bunch of lies. And now people are seeing that. So people are just trying to give up. Right? But it says, whoso regard the dreams is like him that catches at a shadow. Right? You can't catch a shadow. Right? I mean, that's pretty much what America was, man. It was something that was close to you, but you could never attain. Right? Because you got to understand, especially to you Jakes, America was never designed to be your rest. Right? Micah 2:10. Let me get that real quick. It clearly states us. Micah 2 and verse 10, it says, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So this was never a rest. And arise ye and depart doesn't mean to physically depart from America. It means to mentally escape, right? Don't put your mind on what's carnal, what's here and what's tangible. Focus on the kingdom of heaven, right? The scriptures talk about how, to set your mind on the kingdom of heaven and everything else will be added unto you, roughly paraphrasing. Right? So we got to set our minds in the kingdom of heaven, because that's going to be where our rest lies. That's going to be where we're going to have true rest, true riches, right? True fame. Everything that Jake desires on this side, if we're going to have it in the kingdom. The Most High is going to give it to us, and 10 times, tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold, man. And it's going to be forever. It's not going to be taken away from us like it is here. We see a lot of these celebrities. You see this one, that one dude, the Diddler. That dude. He ended up what he did. He was living the dream. He was living the American dream. But what happened? Esau pulled his card. It was his time. You had to give everything back. And that's the way it is to a lot of these celebrities, people that made it. You sell out, and at a certain time, at a certain period, Esau can take it all back. Right? So with Esau, there's always strings, man. There's always strings attached to whatever he gives you. It ain't never yours. Shit, even in the land that you buy and that you so-called own, it still ain't yours. Esau can easily just take it away from you at any moment. Right? But let's get another one. Let's get Jeremiah 51 and verse 8, because America's through, man. America's finished. You need to. Oh, wait. Did I finish that? I don't think I finished it. Micah 2 and 10. I'm going to finish up real quick. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. So everything in America is polluted, man. Everything in this world is polluted. Nothing, in either ways, nothing is going to last forever here. In the kingdom of heaven, everything's going to last forever, but not here. Right? It says it shall destroy you even with the sword destruction, because everybody that we're seeing, everybody that tries to make it here on this side, establish themselves on this side, gain the accolades here on this side, it's only temporary, and they have to sell the soul, which ultimately destroys them mentally, physically, spiritually, right? So, hey, America ain't it. You gotta depart from this place, all right? But let's get Jeremiah 51 and 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. America is not healed, man. All these guys trying to jumpstart the damn economy, that shit ain't gonna work. Even with Esau's new system, the MOT with the new world order that they call, right? Which they're gonna implement that MOTB, right to CHIP. With those things, ultimately you're gonna be a slave. Esau's gonna have full control over you. He's gonna monitor you. He's gonna say what you can own, what you can't own, right? You can only have a certain amount of what they call a universal pretty much like a universal type of salary is what everybody's gonna have, to where it's only gonna be the poor, and then it's gonna be the elite, the top rich. And that's all it's gonna be. You're gonna have the 1%ers, and then the 99% of the population is gonna be broke. You're gonna be living day by day. That's ultimately how it's gonna be. Right? But we understand that um, Esau's not going to fulfill what he has planned, right? The Most High is going to send his son Yahushua to do away with this place. This place is going to need a reset, because if Esau continues, we understand that no flesh shall be saved. There'll be no one here left. Esau is this damn mad scientist that would make cyborg people, to where you're gonna have to get a C hip in your head, a C hip in your ass, a C hip in your hand, a C hip everywhere, to the point where you ain't gonna be human. And we understand the technology that Esau has is all weak, and it's damn premature, and it's and it causes all kinds of disturbance to your body, to where a lot of people are gonna be having them like the scriptures call grievous sores, a lot of cancers, you know, all kinds of infections, shit. Even with the food that Esau be putting out there, man, he's killing you slowly. That's because Esau is pro death. He ain't not he doesn't promote life. He only promotes death. In the way that Esau makes money, these are wars. That's the way he's able to keep financing America, is through these wars. Always through death is how he makes his money, right? Which is why we're seeing a lot of wars right now. But either way, America's done, man. America's finished. It's over. Everybody's seeing through Esau's bullshit now. He's being revealed, right? So everybody's witnessing, you know, even Esau, even these Edomites, they're witnessing their own people, their leadership and what they're doing, right? And they're calling them out. A lot of people don't want to partake in this bullshit no more. They want out in the game, right? But this is all leading up to America's fall, America inevitably being destroyed, right? But let me finish this out. It says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country." You're going to have a lot of these nations, you know, start to depart America, start to leave America. America was just a whore, man. All these nations used her for the money and the wealth. But once America can't provide no more, they're going to leave this bitch, right? It says, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And we've seen that judgment being carried out right now. Of course, it's going to amplify even more and more, but we're seeing the beginning of it. Them birth pains, we're seeing it. People are feeling it, right? So that's why we say, hey, depart from this place, man. American dream is dead, man. It's no more. All these Jakes that's still caught up in the American dream, a lot of these guys are paid off. And those that sincerely believe, hey man, y'all through, man. Y'all gonna have to wake up. And if y'all can't wake up, man, y'all done. Y'all finished. We understand that only the elect are gonna be saved. That's why this message is only for the elect. Only for the elect of our nation. Only those that's sighing and crying, that really see that there's a problem here on the earth. A lot of Jake, they ain't sighing and crying. They walk outside their door to see the madness that's going on, and they think it's okay. They think this is normal. They laugh about it. But we understand, man, this shit is not normal. This shit is fucking backwards, man. This is some Twilight Zone. This is some clown world type shit, man. But we understand who's in power. Esau, Edom. That's why these things are happening. Right? Esau, Edom's in power, and this man is going down. This is the end of his society. This is the end of his rulership. Right? His dream, his lies, all this shit is going down the toilet. It's circling the drain, as Apostle Gabar says. Right? So now's the time to wake up, man, and depart. All right? So I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close it out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Until the next time, I'm going to say, Shalom.